Today I'm going to show you how to make a loaf of fresh milled flour, honey wheat bread made entirely in the bread machine. To get started on our fresh milled flour, honey wheat bread made entirely in the bread machine, I'm going to throw all of my ingredients into my loaf pan. Now when you use a bread machine to make bread, the order in which you put your ingredients into the pan is so important. So typically you'll put your liquids in first, followed by your flours and your dry ingredients, followed by your yeast on top. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. So to get started, I'm going to use 1 cup of warm water. Now I'm going to give you the ingredients in both cups and spoons and in grams, if I can remember. But down in the description, I'll leave the recipe that you can print off, and I'll leave the measurements both ways to make it more universal for everyone. So this is 1 cup of warm water, or 240 grams of water. I'm just going to throw that right into my loaf pan. Next, we want some oil. I'm going to use 1/4 of a cup, or 60 grams of this coconut oil. But you can use olive oil, sunflower oil, really whatever you want to use. Or you can even use 1/4 cup of melted butter. But I'm going to use this coconut oil. I'm just going to put it right on in there with my water. And I also want 1/4 cup of honey. So this is 85 grams of honey. So I'm just going to throw that in there too. You can use whatever kind of honey you want. Just remember that some honey is sweeter than others and some is more bitter. So it is going to affect the flavor of your bread. I'm just using this organic honey. I got it from the grocery store, so it's nothing really special, but it's going to make this bread taste really, really good. Now next I'm going to use an egg, but you don't have to, it's optional. I think that the egg gives you a better texture to your bread, but if you have some dietary restrictions, you're trying to make this for someone who can't have eggs, then you can leave out the egg. But I'm going to use 1 large whole egg. And next it's time for our fresh milled flour. So I got out my Nutrimill wheat grinder back there that I've had for 22 or 23 years, so it's going strong for me. And I got out my hard white winter wheat berries, and I ground up some fresh milled flour. Now this was 2½ cups of fresh milled flour, which equals about 3 3/4 cups of flour. So I'm going to use this 3 3/4 cups of flour. I'm going to put it in here. But this is 450 grams of wheat berries. And once you grind it, it still weighs 450 grams. So I'm just going to put this right on in here with all of my other ingredients. I've already weighed it, measured it, so I can just throw it right on in there. And our next ingredient is also optional if you don't have it. This is vital wheat gluten. And when you use it in your whole grain breads, it helps with the rise, the texture, helps it not be so crumbly, adds moisture to your bread. So I like using this with my whole grain breads, especially when I make it in the bread machine. But I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of this vital wheat gluten, or this is 6 grams. I've used lots of different brands of vital wheat gluten. They're all about the same. So if you want to try some, grab some on the internet or at the grocery store and give it a try. I really like using vital wheat gluten when I make whole wheat breads. And our next ingredient is salt. I'm going to use this Redmond's Real Salt. I'm going to use 1½ teaspoons, or 7 grams of salt. I'm going to pour it over here. You don't want to pour it over your bread machine loaf pan that already has all of your other ingredients in there. That would be bad, to over pour your salt. So I'm going to use 1½ teaspoons. I'm just going to throw it right on top of everything else. And if you don't have any Redmond's Real Salt, you can use any kind of salt that you want. You can use the pink Himalayan salt. You can use white iodized table salt. Use what you have. Now we have all of the ingredients in our bread machine loaf pan except the yeast. Now whenever I make whole wheat breads, whole grain breads of any kind, I like to autolyze my dough. Now to autolyze is when you mix up your wet ingredients with your dry ingredients, minus the yeast, and you let it sit for a little while. And as it sits, that whole grain will become softer. It'll absorb some of the moisture and it'll soften your bran. So at the end, when your bread is all done, you're going to get a better bread. It's going to be better textured, it's going to be softer, it's going to have less crumble. And I just think it's essential to autolyze your dough. I think you get so much better bread that way. But if you don't want to autolyze, it's totally optional. You can just throw your yeast in now and go ahead and set your bread machine to mix up your dough, knead it, bake it, all right now. But I'm going to go ahead and autolyze. So I'm going to put all of these ingredients except the yeast into my bread machine. And I'm going to turn on just a basic white cycle, and I'm gonna let it start, and I'm gonna let this just mix up my ingredients just for about a minute, and then I'm gonna turn it off. And then I'm gonna let it sit, and that's gonna be the autolyze period. I'm gonna let it sit anywhere from 15 minutes to 3 hours. That is a big, wide stretch, and I usually do about 45 minutes to an hour. That's about perfect for me. But it does give you some flexibility. If you have a busy day, you can go 15 minutes, or you can come back to it in a few hours, and it'll still be fine. But I'm gonna just let this go for about a minute, and then I'm gonna turn it off. Here's my dough. It does look pretty wet, which is exactly what I want it to look like, because I want this dough to be able to absorb some of the extra water and moisture as it sits here. So this has been going for about a minute. Looks like the ingredients are pretty well mixed up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my bread machine, and I am gonna just shut the door and let this sit here for about 45 minutes, and that will be the autolyze period. It's been about 45 minutes and my dough is done autolyzing. During this time, the dough should have absorbed some of the moisture, the bran should have softened, and it's just gonna give us way better bread. So now that the autolyze period's over, it's time to add our yeast. Now, it's so important to not forget to add your yeast. I am guilty of doing that. I've done that about 3 times over the years, and you're gonna just have a flat little hockey puck of bread if you forget to add your yeast. So don't forget. So for this bread, I'm gonna use 2 1/4 teaspoons of instant yeast. Whenever I autolyze, I use instant yeast, and that's just because all of our ingredients are already incorporated together, and instant yeast just works better to mix into your dough. So I'm gonna add 2 1/4 teaspoons. I will include how many grams that is down in the description because I totally forgot how many grams that is. But I'm gonna use 2 1/4 teaspoons, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top of my dough. Throw it on in there, 2 1/4 teaspoons. There we go. Now, a lot of bread machines have whole wheat settings. Mine does, but I have found hardly any difference in my bread when I use the bread machine and use just a basic white cycle compared to the whole wheat setting. So you can decide what you want to do. Today I'm just going to do the basic white setting just because everybody has different bread machines and I don't want to do the whole wheat setting if you don't have a whole wheat setting. So a basic white cycle is going to work just fine. If you have a basic white cycle and you have a whole wheat setting, I would do some experimenting and see which way you like your bread better. Here's my dough mixing in the instant yeast. It's mixing in really well. If yours is a lot wetter than this and it's sticking to the sides and the bottom, I'd add just about a tablespoon more of fresh milled flour until it looks more like this. If it looks really, really dry and crumbly, add maybe a tablespoon of water, let it mix up, and try to get it more like this. Now this has only been mixing just for a minute, so as I let it go a little bit longer, it's gonna turn into a smoother, better looking ball of dough, but I can tell that this is gonna turn out just great. So you wanna make sure that your ball of dough looks good, and then I am going to just shut the door and know that in a few hours, I'm gonna have a beautiful loaf of fresh milled bread. The bread machine is gonna take just a little bit more than 3 hours and totally make this loaf of bread for me. It's gonna mix up the dough, let it knead, rise, punch it down, let it rise again, and then bake it. So in just about 3 hours, we're gonna have a glorious loaf of fresh milled flour, honey wheat bread made entirely in the bread machine. I will show it to you in a few hours. My bread machine, fresh milled flour, honey wheat bread is done. It looks beautiful and it turned out really well. Now, if it looks a little bit small in my loaf pan, it's because my bread machine has a 2-pound capacity. So it did rise really well. I just made a 1.5 pound size loaf. So it's not that it didn't rise, it's just that I didn't use as many ingredients as I could have in my bread machine. Whenever my bread machine is done baking, I like to get it out right away. Then I like to rub butter all over the top of it. I'm using my little melting pot. I have some melted butter in here and I'm just going to slather this all over the crust of my fresh milled flour bread. This will just give you that pretty shine. It'll give you that good buttery flavor and it'll give you a softer crust, which I always think is really good. Then I like to cover my bread with a tea towel and all that warmth and condensation will give you just a softer crust. So I'm gonna let this cool just for a little bit, and then I'm gonna cut into it and we'll check out the inside. Okay, this bread machine, honey wheat bread, has cooled enough. It smells so good in my home just from this little loaf of bread. I can't wait to dig into it. So let's go ahead and cut into it and check it out. Smells so good. There's nothing as wholesome and delicious as fresh milled flour, whole grain, honey wheat bread, is there? Oh, look how good that looks. Let me get into the middle of it a little bit more. This is just a really good classic recipe made so easy in the bread machine. There it is. It looks perfect. It's soft, it's fluffy, it's gonna make great sandwiches. And really, instead of just eating sandwiches, my family, we just keep it on the counter. We grab a little piece, we add some butter and jam to it, and it's like a perfect midday snack, midnight snack, whatever you need. This is just a really good, wholesome little snack. And you know, this really helps us to not eat as many processed foods. This really helps us to not eat as much junk food. So if you have some good fresh milled flour bread on the counter, this will satisfy you, fill you up, and make you feel good when you eat it. So here's our bread. Doesn't it look good? It's soft, it's flexible, it's fluffy, it smells so good. It smells like butter and honey. Oh, I love this bread. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bite. So good. It's so good on its own, but if you add some butter, jam, honey, you're gonna be in for a really good treat. Now, I love this bread. I love how it turns out being made totally in the bread machine. This is a great loaf of bread. But you can also use your bread machine and use the dough cycle. Let your bread machine mix it up, knead it, rise, and then you can get it out, punch it down, put it in the loaf pan, throw it in the oven to bake, and you can get an even better result. So I'll leave the link to the video where I make this bread just like that too. So you have options. Lots of different ways to use your bread machine. Make your bread machine work for you. So I will leave the recipe down in the description. This was a 1.5 pound loaf. I'll also leave the recipe for a 1 pound loaf, a 1.5 pound loaf, and a 2 pound loaf. And I'll leave the recipe in cups and spoons and in grams so you can print it out and you can make this bread. Try it out, let me know how you like it. I think you're really gonna like it. Thank you so much for being here with me on Robin on the Farm. Please check out my other videos. I have lots and lots of bread recipes out there. Please check those out, and I will see you next time on Robin on the Farm.
Robin's in the kitchen, dough beneath her hands, wheat from the fields and eggs from her land. Sunlight through the window, a warm golden glow. She's working hard to make that dough.